What's up, wrestling fans? Joe Cronin here alongside Jake DeMarco again, plugging away at the videos today. First of all, I want to give a quick comment before we talk about EVA Marie. First of all, subscribe. Hit the red button down below. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my daily videos. Plus, hit the bell. If you don't hit the bell in the gearbox and subscribe. I also recommend following me on Twitter at Joe Cronin JCS because when I upload videos, we alert you on Twitter as well. So if YouTube doesn't alert you, check on Twitter. Or F it. Just go on to YouTube all the time and check my channel and make sure I haven't put up another video because I'm going to be uploading a lot now. There's a bunch we did today. Hope you guys love it. I also want to say that Claude Julien fired from the Bruins. It was a long time coming. They had to do something. I love Claude Julien, best coach that I ever saw coach the Bruins. And he's an amazing coach. He's going to do well somewhere else. They had to do something, and this is what they did. I believe the mistakes in the office is what caused this and the players not responding. But this is very similar to Terry Francona of the Boston Red Sox. And I love Claude. He's going to be gone. And I only comment on that because a lot of the hockey fans on Twitter asked me about it. So there you go. Let's get into EVA Marie now with her breasts and everything. As much as I hated EVA Marie, and I hate her spray tan too, get that stupid tan out of there. I like it when she's pale and pasty. And that's not because I'm some racist that only likes pale and pasty white women. I love black ladies, but I can't stand the tan people, the people that tan themselves and look orange. I hate it.
That's what it is. It's that fake orange look. Looks like something out of a sci-fi movie.
I hate it. She looks stupid with the red hair and the tan to me. Honestly, if she was pale and looked like she did, that'd be hot.
Well, the color palette, the contrast is so offsetting. That's what it is.
But she worked really hard, and to be honest, I just don't understand. Because as much as I hated her, she was like the biggest heel in NXT. And I feel like it could have carried over to the main roster. She could have been one of the most heel-hated people in the company, and it seems like the whole damn thing has just been derailed completely. And now people are saying she might be gone from the company, and I don't really understand if that's true or what I'm hearing.
Yeah, the reports right now, Joe, is that currently, if you look at her Twitter, at Natalie Eva Marie, she removed any mention of WWE whatsoever. She went ahead and she took away the moniker WWE Superstar from her bio, and she also unfollowed WWE as well on Twitter. So I don't know if that's a sign of things to come. Is she no longer with the company? But it was said that, WWE had plans to use her in a pivotal capacity. She could also be used as a manager coming up. So this could turn out to just be a big hoax. But I've heard this in a lot of places that, everybody's unsure of her status right now.
Yeah, and that's what it seems like. There's no definitive answer, but all signs point to she's on some kind of hiatus. I mean, wasn't she filming a movie and now she's filming another one, or she's filming 3, or we don't know? Like, what? Do you have any idea what she's been up to? I know there was movies that she was filming, but why would she be gone for this amount of time?
I know she filmed a couple of movies. One with she's starring with Nicolas Cage, Inconceivable. That's coming out in this year, actually, late 2017. But she had also said on her Snapchat stories that she had been continued to work on her, ring abilities, that she'd still been training hard, and that when she came back, this is after, unfortunately, her wellness violation, she said that when she came back, she wanted to come into a wrestling role only. She didn't want to come back as a manager. She didn't want to come back as, someone to be interviewed, anything like that. So the only thought that I have is maybe they didn't want her. Maybe they don't feel that her ring work has been up to snuff, and her work with Brian Kendrick maybe didn't pay off. I thought she was improving, and I enjoyed what she was doing on SmackDown. She was coming up. She kept delaying the matches due to these ridiculous excuses, wardrobe malfunctions, missing flights, not making it to the right arena.
Maybe that's what it is. She got fired
over as a heel.
You're fired. You couldn't make it to the arena, so we fired you. That's what happened.
Pretty much.
The hell out of here. It's like any other job. No, she had some kind of momentum, it seemed, and it all just derailed completely. And who knows if we'll see any more of EVA Marie again. But we'll find out. That's basically what we know, I believe, right now about that. And I don't know if we'll ever know anything else for a while.
I personally hope she does return, though. It'd be nice to have a few more heels.
But, I mean, believe it or not,
the Divas division for sure.
Well, the Raw Divas division, it's not Divas anymore. It's women's.
Women's division.
We both called it Divas because of her. She made me think of Divas. But Raw sucks so much right now. The women's competition is a joke. They should have at least 6 to 8 women on Raw, and it seems like they have 3 or 4 or 5, and it seems like it's 4. And the decisions, I mean, they've written themselves into shit. They don't know what they're doing. I don't know if that's because they don't have enough talent to write for, but you have a 3-hour show. There's no reason why you can't fit these women in here better. It's been very poor. Now let's move over to Finn Balor. Do you think Finn Balor makes WrestleMania?
I certainly hope so. I was hoping he would make the Royal Rumble, to be honest with you, but from originally what we had heard when he first got injured right after SummerSlam, the original report said he'd be back in time for WrestleMania. As far as I know, his surgeons, his rehab, everything's, all signs point to him being physically able and should be cleared soon. I mean, it was already reported at one point that he was cleared to wrestle. Then people recanted those stories. I think he'll be there. In what capacity, I'm not sure. I don't know if he'll be able to wrestle a full match. Maybe he'll just run in and do something with either Triple H or Samoa Joe. I personally hope that he'll be there and have a match. But
I think he's either going to have a match against Samoa Joe at WrestleMania, or he won't show up until the night after WrestleMania. It's going to be the only 2 things I think he could do.
I think those are the only 2 options, because we were saying this on your Raw review. Who does Samoa Joe face? Between Fastlane coming up and then WrestleMania afterwards, there's not many faces in the company. Seth Rollins is out. Rumor is he'll make it to WrestleMania. He'll be good to go by then. But, what other faces do we have? Roman Reigns, well, he's involved with Braun Strowman now, and then The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. And who else do we have?
Sami Zayn.
I don't picture Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe being a big marquee match at this point, unfortunately. So
how about Sami Zayn,
it makes sense for Finn to return.
Well, how about Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, and Finn Balor in a triple threat match? Or even, how about this? Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, Chris Jericho for the United States Championship.
That I would certainly be for. That would probably be a fantastic, show-stealing match.
Well, I don't normally like, fatal four-ways or anything like that, but if it was a fatal four-way or elimination, that would be something I would be on board with, just because it's the end of the year. These guys have a lot of time to build. Some of them have had injuries. They've all got to do something, I would think. So that I could maybe get on board with that one.
I could too. I really could, but I think Chris Jericho is going to be busy with Kevin Owens at WrestleMania, so I don't see that happening
I'm
either.
Sorry, you're right. Obviously, they're gonna fight at WrestleMania, so that's.
Yeah, I mean, it's not set in stone yet. They could. WWE is infamous for changing their minds on the fly. I mean, they booked the winner of last year's, WrestleMania and the year before, for different matches up to the event, as people were walking out. So
it just seems that that's the route they're going, though. It seems that's where they're going with it, but.
Yeah, and think about how many injuries plagued last year. So, someone could still get injured from now until WrestleMania. I certainly hope not, but...
Well, and that brings us to Samoa Joe real quick on him. I know that I think he was booked decently. I didn't have an issue with it. Basically, what happened is what I thought was going to happen. The only thing that I noticed was that I liked he was allowed to speak on the mic the way I thought he should. And I was actually surprised that he came off so well on the mic. I know he has the ability to do that. I just don't know how he is allowed to express his ability in the WWE landscape. And he did.
Yeah, he sounded fantastic. He was so genuine. He was filled with just such angst and drive. You can tell that his goal is set out to truly be the destroyer, He fits that moniker perfectly, and his gimmick is certainly over right now as well. The crowd wasn't a great crowd to judge that by, but overall...
Well, his music sucks, too. I think whenever he comes out, it's like... Boom, 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 boom.
Sounds like a remix version of a Sublime song to me, I swear.
Yeah, it doesn't... I think it's bad. I think it works for him. I think whoever did a good job, and they did do a good job, but it's... But it is not the most exciting music, and perhaps something more intense for him would be better.
Absolutely, something a bit heavier. But yeah, I know you enjoyed his whole deal last night. I liked the opening of Raw. I just wish the outcome was a bit different. I wish that Joe was more, commanding in his match with Roman Reigns, and that had led to Braun Strowman interfering and picking up the pieces of Roman Reigns. Roman didn't even need to get pinned. He didn't need to lose. Neither man needed to win or lose last night. I just didn't want to see it set up to, basically it looked like Joe was about to lose last night. Roman hit the Superman punch, led into his, he was building to the spear, and that's when Braun Strowman interfered. And to me, it seemed like they kind of toned down Joe's, current, debut drive. So
yeah,
hopefully going forward he gets to be more of a monster heel. We'll see.
Well, in our previous video, we talked about why Roman Reigns sucks, or does Roman Reigns suck is kind of more like it. Why does he suck? Why do people think he sucks? I just wanted to react to some of the people's comments, if there are any good ones. I'm taking a look at it. And this goes back to, it is apparent that the Undertaker asked for this match, or that's going around now, that the Undertaker demanded the match with Roman Reigns, or asked for the match with Roman Reigns, and that's why we're getting a match with Roman Reigns, is because the Undertaker asked for it. So
I haven't heard that myself. I mean, anywhere legitimate. I've seen it passed around on Twitter a little bit, but if that's the case, so be it. Mark tends to know what would be good for the business, so maybe he sees something that we don't. They could very well have a great angle planned, and we just don't. We don't know. We're not in the know yet, so. A few of the comments say Roman Reigns would actually make a great heel, and I really do. I wanna, like you said before, I want to hate him, but I want to get behind him at least. I want to enjoy when he comes out. I don't want to have to roll my eyes and feel like chugging bleach, as we always say.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of bleach going around. I mean, like, the GIFs and memes of bleach are almost unbelievable. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe down below if you want to not miss all the videos that I am constantly releasing. Hit me up on Twitter at JCS, or rather at Joe Cronin JCS, and Jake DeMarco at Countdown Ended. And if you guys want to support my show, the best way to do it is patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Thanks to Billy B and also Big Edward for their $5 a month contributions. They've signed up to support with $2 a month and $5 a month. So thank you guys for that. You guys can go over there and be one as well. And we'll be live tonight after WWE SmackDown. We're live every night of WWE programming. Tomorrow night, on Wednesday nights, it's Out of Nowhere. Tonight, it's SmackDown. And don't miss the big show this Friday. Monetize this. It's going to be good.
Beer Goons, too, is coming soon.
Beer Goons is coming soon, perhaps. Thank you guys for listening. And I'll talk to you soon.